Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about finding your true calling in life. I believe the number one thing you need to do in order to find your purpose in life, to find your true calling in life, is look inwards. Get in tune with yourself and realize what you like doing and what you dislike doing. This is actually easier than you may think it is. So speaking personally, I have always been a creative person. I've always been an artistic person. Looking back at my years in elementary school, middle school, and high school, every time there was an art project, every time I was in art class, I thrived in that environment. I was my happiest when I was creating something, when I was painting something, when I was drawing something. And the feedback I got from my peers and from my teachers, it was incredible. They were very impressed with my work. But for some reason, I did not pursue that interest of mine. And it was until very recently that I came to this realization that I love creating, that I love creating art. And this brings me to my next point. Do not let fear of imperfection, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough stop you from exploring your passions, from exploring what is intuitively interesting to you. I think I knew at a core fundamental level, I am meant to be a creator. I am meant to be an artist. I have an eye for design. I think I knew that from a very young age, but I didn't want to explore that because I was afraid I would not be living up to my talent. I was afraid that I just wasn't good enough. It's so funny that was my train of thought. How can I become better at something if I don't explore it, if I don't spend time on it, right? Looking at it from a logical stance. Fear is nothing but a dream killer. Don't let that fear stop you from exploring. Instead, let that fear turn into curiosity. Realize that fear is coming from a place of you caring about how you execute this activity. So don't just stop at the fear, but realize that there's more to the fear than that. And this brings me to my next point, explore. Explore and experiment. Explore that interest in whatever means you can currently afford. If you don't have that much time to explore that interest, that's okay because you're working 3 jobs, but make sure you dedicate your time to exploring things that interest you. They interest you for a reason, and that reason is you were meant to do that thing in some capacity during your life. And I think it would be such an injustice if all of us were to ignore the true callings we were created for. The last point I have about finding your true calling, finding your purpose in life is allow yourself to experience happiness. And this may seem kind of out of line with what I was saying before, but it's not. A lot of us believe that life is nothing but suffering and pain. I disagree with that. I think that suffering and pain are essential components to life, but we don't have to live a life of pain. We don't have to live a life of unhappiness. There are things that you can do in your life that will bring you joy, that will bring you happiness. And one of the biggest things that you can do is to follow your true calling, to do things that you love to do things that allow you to get into that mindset of flow, to do things that bring you joy, to do things that fill your soul. Happiness is very much a choice. Now I can make a whole video on happiness and how it's only a temporary state of being, but happiness is very much a choice. And when you are choosing to do something that you love to do, when you're choosing to say no to activities that do not bring you joy and yes to activities that do, you are putting yourself as a priority in your life. And consequently, you are allowing yourself to be happy. You don't have to go through this life in pain, in suffering by doing something that you simply do not like. Now I understand that for some people, you guys have to go to jobs that you don't like doing because of financial circumstances. But I don't think that is a permanent solution. I think that all of us in some capacity are able to pursue a life that we like to live. We were all created with purpose. We were all created with intention. And as I said before, if we do not fulfill our true calling, if we do not listen to our gut about what brings us joy, then we are doing our Creator and ourselves an injustice. So that is what I have to say about finding your purpose, finding your true calling in life. I am speaking from personal experience, and I am speaking from stories and experiences of others. I'd love to discuss this more in a more in-depth video, and I'd actually love to discuss my current journey with all of this. So if you would love to see a video on that specific topic, on my own journey, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.